Hey guys, we are back for part 2 of this pretty intense series here on Dylan's Dwelling. So we are going to go right back into battle here, and we do see my Glorfindel falling to the forces of JB and Zorro here with his Glorfindel. An additional battle like it does come up here, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. There's just so many forces here, and with that, Shadow is going to be in a lot of trouble losing an additional production structure, and now he is in a lot of trouble. However, we do have Snitches here finally able to push back Osiris with my help with that Glorfindel earlier to take out the production structures. And now Osiris does still have a farm on here and there, but those are going to get taken out pretty shortly here by these dwarves. And now Snitches is able to build his own mines on here to get an additional, or to supplement his income. And now the main problem is going to be fighting off JB here in the middle, who's doing so well at, whoa. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. A slight technical difficulty there, but do have that fixed now. So we are going to go back in this game here. Click the screen of my window here that's recording. Definitely do not want to do that. Anyways, rebuild going down here to try and save this the siege works here. I believe it's, no, forge works, excuse me. And it looks like most of my troops, the elves here, have been able to come back here and are trying to deal with these forces of JB, but he just has so many archers, so many corsairs, that my archers are just going to have to fall back a little bit. Glorfindel has returned. I do have some pikemen in here to try and add some additional DPS to this army. Now, King Dane is out. Who does this belong to? This belongs to Snitches. So this is not Shadow's King Dane, but it is Snitches' King Dane. But he's kind of overextended himself here a little bit. Way up into the forces of the enemy army. Throws down a heal, but he is going to get chased down. Glorfindel in that mix too. And my Glorfindel is now trying to come up to save him. King Dane, a very expensive hero. And it looks like I will be able to distract his troops. But Glorfindel continues to chase on King Dane here. Meanwhile, a wall has been thrown up by Osiris to try and prevent or buy some time for himself here. And he did buy himself enough time to get out an archery range, get out the Rangers, which is the upgraded unit from the archery range. And with that, he might be able to sort of hold off this area long enough to where he can sort of build up a nice archery force. Meanwhile, it looks like the push in the middle is still happening though. Lots of elven troops. I'm assuming these are Zorros. Archery or archer volley does go down there and misses the majority of those archers. So these are Zorro forces. So it looks like the entire battle has sort of moved here to the middle for now. Not much happening on the sides, as we've kind of hit a stalemate. However, we do have the resource advantage on both the sides, having both those side islands. Now, it does look like I've been able to get out the Silverthorn upgrade, so I'm doing so much damage with every one of these shots. And now Mirkwood archers have arrived to help prevent this assault on Shadow here. As he attempts to try and hold off, Snitches still has his King Dane over here. Hasn't brought any additional troops to sort of supplement that. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe concerned with the push from Osiris yet on top. So he will hold off on that. But an additional mine shaft from Shadow here is going to be under bombardment. And I think that will go down, basically bringing him down to one mine shaft. Does throw down the rebuild. So desperate to hold off to any income he can right now. But that mine will end up falling. Meanwhile, an additional unit of Mirkwood archers has arrived. And with this many Mirkwood archers, there's just not enough units. And you can see as these units get hit by the arrows, they just go flying. King Dane's still in there. I'm not quite sure where Glorfindel went. Is he up here harassing possibly? This is Zorro's Glorfindel, so he will be holding down the center here. Mine may have fallen. Looks like I still have additional towers here. One Mirkwood in one of them just to sort of seem scary. And I don't think Zorro is planning on pushing that anytime soon. He's also built some watchtowers here with Mirkwoods in them, so he will be making sure that I can't push that way at all either. So it is just going to be a straight up battle here in the middle. Looks like finally we do have some dwarves from, I'm not sure who these are. Those are Shadow, so he has been able to get out a production structure now finally, and some additional mines up. His fortress did take some damage here, but he does have that rebuild recharging in his pocket, so he should be able to hold on. I think he's definitely going to be able to hold on long enough here to pop that once on his fortress without any fear. Now, JB actually going for a troll cage here. Not a bad choice against so many archers. Although trolls can do fairly well against archers if you have enough of them to get up close. But the problem is he's built his troll cage so far forward here that our forces are almost in range of it now before it's even finished. And I don't think that that is the right choice of where he wants to be building that. However, he does have a significant army here. Lots of Corsairs, actually not a unit you see too often in competitive play. Not that I'm an expert on competitive play or anything, but I just haven't seen them very often in my battles, or any battles for that matter. But now Gimli has arrived, level 4 already with that lead, and King Dane is level 4 already as well. Principal Brand now from Shadow finally getting on his own heroes, and now we have quite a battle here in the center. But I think with the dwarves in here taking the majority of the damage, which isn't much because they have so much armor, that we are going to win this battle. The Mirkwoods will be back to something with that. Farmir does fall to Glorfindel. Throws on that rage there, but now Zorro does have the Silverthorn upgrade finally. So it is going to be Silverthorn, or not Silver, or yeah, Silverthorn. Excuse me, I thought I meant Mirkwood for a second there. Mirkwood is the type of archers. Silverthorn is the type of arrows. Some horsemen coming in here to deal a little bit of damage to our archers, but they are high enough level where they can just regenerate themselves now. And the Dwarven hero is still pushing forward, just kind of shrugging off the Mirkwood arrows that are getting thrown into their back here. King Dane is going to continue to work on this troll cage while Gimli tries to deal with some of the archers here. A spell going down to summon some Men of Dale here. Aragorn now out by Osiris, but he's only level 1, probably to help deal with some of the Dwarven heroes. When Aragorn throws on that Blade Master, it can be very detrimental, as well as his level 10 ability to summon the Army of the Dead. However, I'm just not sure. Aragorn has just come a little too late, and he's just going to be able to taking too much damage to sort of get in that fight and level up. Meanwhile, King Dane and Gimli, both level 5 now. Gimli has a Slayer ability, so that kind of puts an end to all enemy heroes that want to battle him. This tower here by Zorro is being quite effective. Glorfindel does throw on his rage, but heal goes down by the dwarves. That was King Dane's heal. And now with Gimli, with his Slayer ability on, is going to battle Glorfindel. I think there's just so much damage here from this tower that Gimli is going to run out of there. Dwarves very dangerous over short distances. And Glorfindel is going to attempt to chase him down, but Gimli actually outrunning the horse there with his short-range ability, and Zorro's Glorfindel here going to be in a bit of trouble. Now we are going to have an arrow drop go down. Not sure whose arrow drop that was, but it missed, it looked like. So the battle continues to attack. However, Osiris now has been able to push through. Snitches finally pulling way too much. Putting way too much in the middle, that he's lost his island. JB has actually pumped out a Nazgul and started to harass some of the structures here in the back of Osiris, or in the back of Snitches. And now it looks like Osiris finally able to push forward, reclaim that middle island. Once they start rebuilding there immediately, looks like he's just going to extend his wall up to here so he can sort of hold a higher position or fall back to a higher position if need be. And with that, I think I'm going to go and pause this game, as that does end my recording time for this part. But please tune into part 3. There should be a little box up here in the top right that allows you to go click on that and go right to part 3. And I will see you there, guys. Thanks.